Habits are key to leading a systematic and disciplined lifestyle. In simple terms, accomplishing more and leading a happy life. But why habits? It's because we use habits on a daily basis, good ones or bad ones. Habits are formed over time. We just don't realize our practices are made of habits. Now the question is, how do we break our habits or change our bad habits? I read this book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. It's really good. It's a good read if you want to read something. It has a lot of case studies and examples on how to form habits, how people formed habits without them knowing, and how people did change and break their bad habits. According to this book, there are 4 steps to changing a habit. Step 1 is to identify the routine. Step 2 is experiment with rewards. Step 3 is isolate the cue. And step 4 is having a plan. Step 1. Identifying your routine. I'm a person who is sensitive about my personal hygiene. So right after I take my bath, I make sure to moisturize my skin, do my hair and oil my beard. This was something I used to forget time and again and would realize at the end of the day. This book speaks about cue, routine, reward cycle. I needed a cue to trigger my routine. So every time I finished drying myself after a shower, I would go ahead and look myself in the mirror. Then that would trigger my routine of doing my hair, moisturizing my skin, oiling my beard. Step 2. Experimenting with rewards. Every night before I go to sleep, I like to keep my room nice, neat, organized and tidy. I make sure I tidy up the room, pick out an outfit for the next day, and at the end of the whole session, I reward myself by journaling. Journaling to me is a very mindful process. I enjoy this because I'm able to put down all my observations, all my thoughts during the day on the small piece of notebook. It's a process of documentation for me. In fact, you can check out my video on journaling. It's linked in the description and on the card above. I used to call this night tidy up process previous night prep in my habit tracker. More on the habit tracker later. Step 3. Isolating the cue. Cue refers to the act that triggers a routine. Let's take the most common example and the one everyone does on a daily basis. I'm referring to none other than procrastination. Man, the act of procrastination is worse, especially if a deadline for a project is coming up. We procrastinate in different ways, but we all do have similarity. That is delaying the main task. Things I used to do before an exam was binge watch TV shows or rewatch YouTube videos. The solution to this is filling this list: location, time, emotional state, people present, immediately preceding action. Step 4. Having a plan.
Trapped coal miner, always tapping, always.
Right now I'm watching the TV show called Dexter and I really need to get to my assignment because the deadline is in 3 hours. So what I'm going to do is set a Pomodoro timer on this and start working on my project.
3 hours later.
Now that we have learned how to change our habits, break our bad habits, let's learn how to create new habits and create new routines. When I began journaling, I started a habit tracker alongside the journal. I wanted to create new habits and accommodate those habits in my routine. This is my first habit tracker book. It first started with keeping track of things and soon transformed into this colorful tracker. My goals became more defined. I would follow a routine and was engrossed in tracking my habits, completing my habits. I wanted to make this book look beautiful, neat and colorful. Soon it got so exciting. I began obsessing over my habits. I slept with my habits. I woke up with my habits. I sat with my habits. I chat with my habits. I worked out with my habits. But given all of this, I was only able to accommodate certain habits on a daily basis. Meaning, I chose not to do certain habits and certain habits I didn't do at all. I found out my mistakes. It was taking up too many habits at the same time, and because of which I lacked motivation. I laid on the bed watching TV shows, and when I looked at the time, it was pretty late. I have left some of my habits in an inconsistent mode. I haven't really completed them on a monthly basis. I do feel bad and I do feel I haven't developed a habit, but all of that is now in my past. I'm now looking forward to making this book even more colorful, every day being colored, meaning I want to practice my habits on a regular basis. Give the habit a real meaning. This is the list of habits I want to accomplish. Working out in the gym or at home for an hour a day. I want to allocate 1 hour or 1.5 hours a day to keep myself fit. Making videos. YouTube is a passion, so is filmmaking. I want to develop the filmmaking skill and make more YouTube videos. So I'm going to allocate certain time of the day, every day, making videos. Learning language. I'm a polyglot, or soon I will be. I already know how to speak, write, and read in 4 languages. I'm hoping to learn more. 6-minute sketches. As a child, I was very drawn to art, but over the years, I lost touch. I want to get back into it. And the 6-minute sketch is a way of sketching every day, improving your sketching skills. Map memorizing. As I stated in my previous video, I do love maps, and memorizing is another passion I have, and maps are really interesting. So I'm gonna allocate a certain time of day every day to maps. Read something. Knowledge building is a process, it's a skill. I would like to read something at the end of the day, before sleep. Speaking of which, sleeping early and waking up early. My sleep cycle has been really up, and I haven't slept in over a year. I figured by sleeping early and waking up early, I might fix my sleep and get my day going. Stretching. I used to be very flexible. I want to revive that, rejuvenate that. So I'm going to stretch. Obviously, I want to do every habit on my list, but this time I was pretty smart. I reduced the number of habits, and I'm going to combine certain habits together to accomplish more. This is going to be my renewed morning routine. I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. I'm going to stretch till 7:30 a.m. I'm going to learn a language from 7:30 to 8 a.m. Then I'll head over and take a shower and do my hygiene routine. In the evening at 4 p.m. I'm going to work out till 5 p.m. Between 5 to 6 p.m. I'm going to brainstorm for videos, create videos, I'm making videos, edit videos. Then I'll take a break, sketch for 6 minutes or more. At 8 p.m. have dinner, wash my face, brush my teeth, journal for a while, and finally fall asleep by 10:30 p.m. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna catch my sleep. Good night.